Thank you. A warm welcome sets the tone for every great event. I now invite Ms. Mahalakshmi, Student Coordinator of Memora, to deliver the welcome address. A very pleasant afternoon to everyone present here. It gives me an immense pleasure to welcome you all to Silver Legacy Week, Resera 26, Day 4, Memora, Session 3, Workshop on Placement Readiness, Alumni Talk, organized by the Department of Management. Today's session is an important step towards understanding industry expectations and preparing ourselves for placements. Placement readiness is not just about securing a job, it is about developing the right skill, attitude, confidence, and professionalism. I extend my heartfelt welcome to our esteemed alumnus, Mr. Avi Patrick Beria, Operation Manager, Reference Data Euro, NIQ, for taking time to guide and inspire us. Next, I would like to welcome our respected management officials. Finally, I welcome our respected faculty members, dignitaries, and my dear friends. Your presence makes this session meaningful and impactful. Let us actively participate, plan, and make the most of this opportunity. Thank you, and once again, welcome to everyone. Every impactful session needs the right guidance. To formally introduce our distinguished alumnus, Mr. Avid Patrick Vaidya, I invite Mr. Brandon from 2nd BBA to deliver the introduction.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is a privilege to introduce our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Avik Patrick Badia, Operation Manager, Reference Data Europe at Nelson IQ. With over 15 years of experience in media market research, European reference data, and operations management, he currently leads new business operations across Germany, France, and the United Kingdom, ensuring delivery, excellence, and operational standardization. He has successfully led major regional transitions and centralization initiatives across Europe. A Six Sigma Green Belt professional, Mr. Badia is known for driving process improvement, enhancing data quality, and building strong high-performing teams. His commitment to people development has helped many associates grow into higher roles, earning him multiple global recognitions. We are honored to have such an inspiring and people-centric leader with us today. Please join me in warmly welcoming Mr. Avik Patrick Badia.
So happy for your presence, sir. Now I request our HOD, Dr. P. Sasikalama, to share a few words about our alumnus and also about CRESA 26 Memora.
So first of all, I welcome you all students for this wonderful program. It is very important for final year students for placement readiness. So that's why we have a role model before us, that is Mr. Avik. He is our alumnus and the batch 2007-2010. Okay, so sir will give you the inputs, the very important what you should follow, and what are the things that you should take from this program to make yourself ready for your future. Okay, and Havik, so I want to brief you about the program, the 5 days program as a management week, what all we have done. The day 1, that is, this is the program, management week, Resera 26. The day 1, madness. It's an intra-department where first BBA, second BBA, and third BBA, they took part, and they got prizes also for all the events, on-stage and off-stage events have been organized. And day 2, we had Adoria inter-department program. I welcome you, ma'am. For the program. So, day 2, we had Adoria inter-department program where 13 departments took part in on-stage, off-stage, and online events. And really, all our management-related events and they have taken all the management qualities. And the third day, we had a skill sync yesterday. The WAP PG students as a PRISM initiative. They have educated the technical and media skills to their UG students BBA, and also some of the management activities they have organized. The fourth day, today we had the Memora, that's a workshop. The session 1, it's a stock exchange in association BSC, Bombay Stock Exchange, we have organized. And session 2, morning we had that is PRISM initiative about as a workshop on gender sensitization for our PG students. Now session 3, the placement readiness workshop, that's for our third year PTA students. And tomorrow we are going to have Excelsis. It's a day 5 where it's an intercollegiate event, National Skill Development Fest. So I welcome you all for this wonderful session, and I welcome our principal ma'am for this wonderful session, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. To felicitate this wonderful occasion, ma'am, may I now request our principal, Dr. Arokimari Gita Rufus, ma'am, to felicitate this wonderful occasion.
Yes. So, what is my few words? Good afternoon to everyone present. It's with immense pleasure and joy I'm here in your midst because of 3 reasons. One is because Avik is here, our alumni, 2007 to 10 batch, and I'm very proud of him because I not only know him as a student, but I'm also close to his family, including his grandmother, who's no more. And such a family he's coming from, because that kind of a close family, that kind of a setup, today we don't find in many of the families. And happy to have him. And he was a contributor when he was a student. Not only that, he had always partnered with the institution as a very important stakeholder. Even after his completion of his program, he had always been part and parcel of the college, because he's an alumni. The connect had not been lost. So I would like to thank Avik for that. Thanks a lot. And he's not an ordinary person today. He's an operations manager. So from patrician today, in next, you see that over a period of 17 years, you see the growth of what he is today. He would have been like you. In 2007 to 10, he would have been like you. The second aspect I would like to admire here is the students, crowd, not the large population, very limited crowd, because they want the effectiveness, whatever they're giving. So they want that to happen, and that is why they have made the groups into smaller groups to cluster it, and they have made each program exclusive for that group because they want to benefit out of it. Third is very, very important, the leadership of the department and the team that is working tirelessly 24/7 without time boundary. Without time boundary. You have a time. Even coming to college, you come late. I see your department, you come late. You're least bothered to respect what is given to you. But in spite of all these odds, the spirit that they have within them to give the best, and it has not been half-handed kind of information where you think of something and give it tomorrow. No. Perfect planning. Perfect planning. Not last minute. Much ahead. That shows that they have a vision for their students. It is not their self-development, it is a lot of hard work that is going into it, a lot of planning that is going into it. As business administration department, this is what you need to learn from them. Systematic, very professional way of doing things. They make you all do it, but you can only take the horse to the pond, you can't make it drink. Sometimes it happens. I see that from your end. I think you need to go that extra mile along with your leaders to sit like Avik tomorrow. If you definitely walk along with your leaders, definitely you will find in a very, very short span, because you are all Gen Z and millennial kids. You are sharp, not like me, dull-headed.
maybe little better generation is Avik. But you are very, very proficient, smart, talented kids, filled with talents, filled with talents. But how do you tap that talent to give it a shape, to give it a future, lies in your own hands. And that is called as உன் வாழ்க்கை உன் கையில் அப்படின்னு நான் சொல்றேன். ஆனா நான் அதே திருப்பி சொல்றேன்னா என் வாழ்க்கை என் கையில் தான் இருக்கு. நான் யாரையுமே இந்த சொசைட்டில I cannot blame anybody in the society. My failure is because of this person. Because we have seen, if you read newspapers or see the Insta reels, it's only for 30 seconds. Where we have seen achievers coming from a parental background where they're single parents or economically downtrodden, cracking IAS exams, cracking CA, professional programs. How is that possible for them? When they don't have any means, no mentor, no support from the family, no proper college education as what you get. They have been in a government or corporation school. They had not experienced any of those things which you are experiencing. But today they have been achievers. So I think it is time for all of you to act and to plan yourself as your department does. All this planning, they were the first in the college. I used to appreciate each department for specialization. Your department, what I appreciate, is planning ahead. Long ago. It is not just teachers planning. They involve students to plan. Because they handhold you all. Whoever is able to hold, you will see the success. And I have seen the talents of this department, which is more than the visual communication students. Some of the talents which Viscom students are supposed to have, your talents are much higher. Much higher. How did it come? Not because of your efforts, it's the effort of the department. They gave you that opportunity. People who are able to grab that opportunity have come up. That's how Avik is here today. He was able to grab that opportunity when he was here as a student between 2007 to 10. He did that as a leader. So I think நம்ம ஒரு ஸ்டெப் எடுத்து வச்சாதான் நம்ம வாழ்க்கையில முன்னேற்றம் வரும். அந்த ஸ்டெப்பை நீங்க எடுத்து வைக்கணுன்றதுக்காக தான் மேம் எக்ஸ்ட்ராவா ஒரு 2 minutes பேசியிருக்கேன். ஏன்னா நான் சும்மா தலைமை தாங்கிட்டு போறது ஒரு இம்பாக்ட்ஃபுல்லா இல்லை அப்படின்னாலே அது எனக்கு I feel it's meaningless. It should have created an impact in your life, and at least from today, life ஒரு turning point எடுக்கணும். இது வரைக்கும் நம்ம எப்படி இருக்கோம் பரவாயில்லை. நம்ம எல்லாத்துலயும் whatever is negative, whatever has stopped us from growing, அதில் ஸ்டாப் பண்ணி ஒரு U-turn எடுத்து go towards a righteous path. Okay? Since God is blessed with talents, we cannot hide our talents. We cannot, throw our talents away and say, okay, I will do what I want. So you need to multiply your talents, and God bless all of us to continue the good work wherever we are, and let's be known as patricians. In a program of chief guest, and the engineering graduates, they are running a startup company. Patricians are employed there. They spoke about 2 hallmarks about the employees of our college. What are the 2 hallmarks if you see? One is the discipline. That's all. Discipline of the students. Second is the attitude. A very positive attitude and very down to earth to learn anything in any circumstances. நான் இப்படி தான் இருப்பேன், இதுக்கு மேல நான் திரும்ப மாட்டேன் அப்படின்றது தான் நம்ம எதுவுமே லேர்ன் பண்ண முடியும். Adjusting to life is something that will take us to the next place. Please, I was very proud and happy about our alumni. There in that meeting, again, I'm happy here to have another alumni. That's a happiness for a teacher, and I'm very happy to see that success. And I already have my 2 students, Danny and Latika, here as teachers of their own department. So God bless all of us. So wish you all the best.
Once again, I request you, ma'am, our principal, Dr. Arik Rufus, to honor our resource person, Mr. Avik Patrick Bhatia, with a memento. request our resource person, Mr. Avik Patrick Vaidya, Operations Manager, to address the gap.
Okay, good afternoon, guys. I won't use the podium as in not be comfortable with the podium or not. Okay, so my name is Zavik, and you can please refer to me by my first name. Sir, and not that is only for your just access, okay? So anywhere you go to work also, that's the corporate culture. You refer people by their first name. Okay? Fine. With that being said, thank you, ma'am, for a wonderful introduction, and thank you guys for a wonderful introduction and welcoming me. Okay, ma'am said something about it. How many of you come here? Just put up your hand. See, I was one of them, so I can put up my hand. It's fine. We come late. And how many are third-year students? All are third-year students? Yeah, okay, fine. So my first year and my second year in this college was, you won't see me in the college first and foremost, because I was not really interested, maybe like most of you, but it took me some time to realize that as we grow up the years and people start looking up to you. Today you guys are in your final year, your first year and your second year students will be looking up to you guys. And the first thing they will say, and it happens in office as well, wherever you go to work. First thing they will say, if my seniors are doing it, we can do this, right? So you don't set a very good example for them. Okay, so the first thing, probably, I don't know whether I deserved it or not, but Danny sir and all decided to make me the department secretary for some reason. But yeah, so that at least gave me that identity of a department secretary and a senior in the college, and people will be looking up to me, and I need to be at college, I need to be on time, I need to be there for any college event and be a part of it, see through that the event runs smoothly, it is running effectively, right? And that's what, these are small habits that we build and inculcate in our daily lives when we are still students. And once we start working, it happens the same over there as well. It's not very different. Right? Okay, so let's not stray too much away from the topic. So you guys are here for preparing yourself how to attend an interview, right? So I have been working for 15 years now in the corporate industry. And I was with TCS previously for 11 years, and then I joined Nielsen IQ, which is a data analytics company, right? I don't know if anyone has heard about NIQ. Okay, but if you pick up any of your Maza bottle or packet, you will see it is market research run by Nielsen IQ. I think even on your Lay's chips also it is there, right? So we do market research for data analysis for FMCG products for all globally, right? So I am handling the Europe section, okay, and I'm here to speak about how you should prepare yourself when you go for an interview and what are the things you should do and you should not do, right? So because your interview is very important, okay. What I see as a recruiter when I go for interviews is first thing, most of you put a lot of effort on your resumes, okay? Okay, so your resumes are just one step to screen you guys, okay? We are not selecting your shortlisting, we are not selecting you based on your resume, but as a person, okay? So, can you go to the next slide? Thank you. Okay, so resume is nothing but just a filter, just to check what are your skill sets, okay, which the HR or the talent acquiring team will be doing. Okay, but when you attend your interviews, we don't see anything in your resume. Okay, we like to connect with the person. Your personality is what will appeal to us. Okay, so it is more important that your personality is good. Okay, your communication has to be on point. Okay, you should have clarity in your thought process, your critical thinking. We ask you questions based on that, right? So, you can move on. Right? So these are few things that we do. Okay. Now, let me ask you one question. Okay. Just raise your hands. Okay. So I think you guys wouldn't have attended. Have you guys done any mock interviews yet?
We had a job fair last Saturday.
Okay.
Few of them came first.
How many attended the job fair? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Did you feel nervous during the interview? Did you use fillers during the interview? While you are answering, did you use fillers? Something like that? No? Okay, good. If you didn't, well, then very good. Okay. Were you anticipating questions like, oh, he might ask me this or she might ask me this before they even ask you the questions? Right? Did you Google and mug up some questions and answers that they should regularly ask you? It's okay, you can be honest. Most of you do it. I know today you have ChatGPT, Copilot, and things like that. Okay, and I do get a lot of people who come for interviews who do that, because the first question that we ask you is, please tell me something about yourself, right? And the first sentence you guys will start off with, sir, ma'am, thank you for this opportunity and today that you have given me to come and give this interview, and that's where we catch you that it is all matter from ChatGPT. Right? We don't want that. It has to be genuine. It has to be very realistic. It has to be you. Right? So, first thing, what interviewer will check is for you is your communication and how well you structure your answers. 1. Okay, your problem solving and decision making. 2. Your professionalism and emotional intelligence. Professionalism, when we talk about, is how well you're groomed, how well you're dressed, how you behave, okay, during the interview, your body language, all that will come into it, right? And your willingness to learn and being honest. Okay, there will be questions sometimes that you might not know the answer to, and it is very important that you be very honest enough to answer that, sorry, I do not know about this, but if given the opportunity, I will learn. Rather than just saying, oh yes, I do know, but when you don't know, when you say, yes, I do know, what we will do, we will ask you another question related to that, and then you won't be able to answer anything about it, right? And that's a red flag for us, that this person is lying. And on all probability, if we recruit this person, he or she will lie, right? When they are working on their daily activities as well. So we don't want this kind of a person. Reject it in the first 2 minutes. Okay? And when it comes to your structured response and problem solving, okay, you might get questions about your projects, right? All of you have done projects, right? Right? So we might ask you, okay, tell me something about your project, okay? So a lot of people, what they tend to do is they start off saying that, yes, college gave us a project, this was the topic, and this is what we did, and blah, 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 blah. Go on for 5-10 minutes. First do, either in the first 30 seconds you grab my attention or you lose me. Okay, that's how it is. A structured response would be, okay, so this is the project that we did. It was a group project or individual project. We need to mention that. If a group project, how many people are there? And what was your role? And how did you contribute as a team player if it's a group project? If it's an individual project, of course you have the entire ownership, right? So if it's a group project, let's say 1, 2, 3, okay, you guys, so he did some part, you did some part, and you did some part. So if he is giving the interview, he needs to tell me what he has done and what was your contribution as such. Okay, and if he is not mentioning about you both, then he is not doing a good job in his answer, right? So he is taking all the self, but he's washing away the blame. So that means what? You're not a good team player. Okay, that's again a red flag for us. Right. Okay, let's move on. Go back, go back. One second. That's right. Okay. So how do we speak? So of course, effective communication. Okay, so you need to be very clear in what you speak. Okay, clarity. Speak slow. Pace your talk. Pace your answers. Slow doesn't mean that very slow. Take your own sweet time, but then pace it. There has to be a pace, right? Okay, and structure. Structure. How many of you know about STAR? Anyone knows what is STAR? Management students, you should. Okay, so these are certain abbreviations you should be learning. Okay, whether it's in your subject or not, regardless, try to learn these abbreviations. It will be helpful. Okay, so STAR is nothing but situation, task, action, and result. Okay, it's just to structure out when you answer something. How to structure. So what is the situation? Okay, what is the task that has been required to address that situation, and what action did you take, and what was the result? So a little while ago, I was telling you about your project answers, right? That is how you need to structure the answer for that particular question, right? Okay, avoiding fillers, of course. Okay, so that's where you pace your talks. Okay, so to avoid kind of fillers, right? So then you have practicing your communication skills. So of course, even if you're free times, when you don't have any interviews or things like that, that's fine. If you can attend as many interviews as possible when you pass out, please do that. A lot of you do what is that you target certain companies because they pay well or their name is good, and you keep applying there and nowhere else. Don't do that. Please go and give as many interviews as possible. The more interviews you will get, you will come across different questions. You will come across different hiring managers. Their mentality and thought process will be different, and that will give you more exposure and experience. Okay. Even in your free time, okay. Please at least interview each other. Okay. So let's say all of you are friends. Of course, you are classmates, so you can sit together at least. A few of you ask someone a question, let them answer. That person asks you a question, you guys answer, and see how it is sounding first and foremost. You need to practice for your interviews. Okay? Right. No. Okay, so before we go to what is a good answer and a bad answer, okay, so we just discussed a little while ago about how do we identify whether someone is telling the truth or not, right? You'll come across certain questions where either we bluff or we tell the truth, okay? If you are very lucky, your bluff doesn't get caught. If you are not lucky, then we'll catch you. Okay? So for that, we'll just do one exercise among yourselves. Okay, bring me two pairs from this side and two pairs from this side. Any of you. I'll give you 30 seconds, otherwise I'll start picking you up. And I'll start with the backbenches first because that's where I used to sit myself.
Two pairs, stand.
Come, two pairs here, two pairs this side. Okay, I'll pull up. Okay, you guys won't come up, understood. Right. Okay, blue shirt. I don't know your name. What's your name? Sorry?
Joshua.
Okay, Joshua. And last one. What's your name? Yeah. Mahadesh, come. That is one pair. Come. Okay, ladies. Come, one. No one comes to one here. Come, what's your name? Swati, okay. And you next to Swati. It's okay, come. one, and one more. Black and red. Your name? Elijah. You come. So let's go. Okay, girls, one more. Either you come up or I'll start with you. Come, you come. You encourage her later. You come first. You come. Yeah. Fine? Okay. So now, you guys know each other well? I'm sure. No? You don't talk among yourself within the class itself? How sad. How sad. Seriously, within the class also you guys don't speak to each other? Okay, which are the friend circles? Tell me. Who are the friend circles? That one gang is one circle for sure. Okay. These guys in the middle are all scattered, neither here, neither there. Okay. Correct? And the front people are all another gang. Tell me. Okay. Fine. Come. What is your name again? Swati. Yeah, come. And Elijah, come. Okay. So, Elijah, you tell me three things. Tell her three things about yourself. Two of them have to be the truth. One has to be a bluff. Okay. Fine. And you will need to recognize which is the bluff about him. And you will tell two things about yourself, which is the truth, and one is the bluff. It's a lie. Okay. And he does the same about you. Fine. Okay. And anything random. Whatever, it can be anything random about it. By interviewer, I could ask any question. If you tell me, I like football and I'm Cristiano Ronaldo, and I'll start asking you questions for Cristiano Ronaldo from start to beginning, start to end, and if you miss something, then I'll say, okay, you're lying. Okay? So, if you want, you can ask me some questions related to that topic just to identify. Okay? Ready? Okay. So, tell me.
So I love fitness and I love riding.
Riding what?
Riding bikes, yeah. And driving as well. So yeah, these three things I know.
Fitness and riding.
Fitness, riding and driving, yeah.
Riding and riding. 3 years you have been with him in college. Have you seen him riding a bike? Have you seen him driving a car? He goes to gym. Don't know. Okay, ask him some questions related to driving, riding, going to gym, and seeing whether he answers. So let's ask. I'll stand with you. I'll ask you questions. Okay, fine. Okay, what car do you drive? UV. Okay, what is the price of that car? Second hand, 10 lakhs. No? 2018 model, you bought in at 10 lakhs. Okay. Okay. What bike do you ride? Which one? Okay. And how much did that cost you? 2.65. And which gym do you go to? And what is your fitness routine? What do you do every day to keep yourself fit?
So I do cardio and then muscle training.
Anything else on your right? All correct. Probably you don't drive, isn't it? Right?
But not much as what I like.
You tell something about it.
Mic is to face the problem.
Okay, she says she likes to sleep. Okay. Then she says she likes to dance, and then one more. One has to be a lie. Hold the lie on. Okay, one has to be a lie. One more. Drive. I feel very obvious. Fine. So, yeah, so she said she likes to sleep, she likes to dance, and she likes to drive. So, very correctly, she doesn't drive. That's the wrong mindset. Fine. Dance is wrong, so you drive, you have a driver's license? You are going to apply, okay. Should ask more questions, then only she will tell you. Fine, okay. Thank you. Come, Joshua. I can't break the wall, otherwise you girls will go against that wall. Okay, come, okay. Three things about this.
I like playing football. I like watching movies in my free time. I like playing guitar in my free time.
Fine. Then ask questions. Hey, you guys are so shy to look at each other and talk also. But you're in the same class for 3 years. Oh my god. What help you guys when you get married? I think you won't even look at your husbands and wives. You can, if you know already, you guess the answer. If you want to ask me questions on what we said, playing guitar. Nothing, no. He doesn't watch a lot. Okay, now there are three things about it.
I love to hear music. I like to roast daily routine in life.
Maintain a diet.
I like to sleep.
Is it a common thing among girls to sleep? Boys na tunga matinga.
இல்ல டிஃபரன்ஸ் பிட்வீன் கேர்ள்ஸ் அண்ட் பாய்ஸ் வந்து கேர்ள்ஸ் லீவ் எடுத்து தூங்குவாங்க பாய்ஸ் கால்ஸ் பண்ணி தூங்குவாங்க
Wow. We had boys like that in my batch also, Samir Pradhan and all. Yes. You can ask the question.
What do they say?
Music, sleep, and make
Making a notice boys.
Oh my god. Then maybe he's noticing she's not taking notes in class. Okay, thank you, Joshua, thank you. Come, you are the chirpiest of the lot from the list. Okay. We'll go the other way around.
I love to play sports. I love hockey. I love to sing songs. And I love to watch anime.
You're playing hockey. How big is the stick you're holding? Oh my God, she's in district. Then please, now only she's studying. Please add it to the sports next year.
They don't play hockey in
Starting the national sport. Okay, fine. Three things are going to
I like to play football. I like to video editing. I like to editing. And free time to watching movies.
Instead of video, which character practice Naruto?
So he doesn't watch anime. That is correct. Thank you so much. Come, last bit. Most nervous person. Fine. Three things about this.
I like to play dogs. I love cooking. I like to watch cricket.
You heard the options. Hey, like that, don't keep guessing all the everything. One obviously will be wrong. Ask us some question. Now, how will you do? Ask us something about cooking. Ask us something about playing with dogs. Dog with which one is that? Yeah.
I love watching football. I'm a right fan of player and then I'm
First one was what? He likes watching Formula 1 car racing. Okay, he is a diehard fan of A.R. Rahman and he owns his own business. A.R. Rahman. Can't be. So for her, it was she said she plays with dogs. That is not the right answer. She is scared of dogs, and he said he owns a business, which is also not the right answer. He doesn't own a business. Correct? Oh, thank you so much. Sorry. Okay. Fine. So the thing is, just we did this exercise. Why is to make you understand how we will. Obviously, we will not be so silent. I'll keep on asking you multiple questions. Okay. And here is how we do it. Okay. There is a two silent series. When they are silent in the class of like this, then they were not hooligans like us.
No, they talk a lot. But they only talk within groups.
Oh.
Actually, since tomorrow's culturals,
They are saving
many of them are there volunteering outside. This is not the full crowd actually.
For setting up stalls and not event promotion.
Fine, okay. So, I'll just ask you a few questions, okay? Just answer honestly. Fine. You can put one bluff in. I might not guess it correctly, also. You also make mistakes. Fine, but this is how you should drill down questions, okay? Because you need to drill the questions again and again. We should be on the same topic. Right. Okay. Tell me about this.
My name is Shakti. I'm studying in Nutrition College. I'm currently doing third year. My hobbies are playing football, listening music, watching films, web series, video editing, photo editing, VFX. And I did my project in the Memora, and I did my internship in Dover.
Fine. So you did your project in what? The Momo truck. Okay, that's a food truck. So what was the project? What was your role in the project? So what analysis did you use to collect the data? What was your source of the data? Google Forms, okay, but what was the source of the primary or secondary? Okay, so for secondary source, what did you reach out? Either you do privately or you just what your project you should do. So okay, fine. So then fine. About your hobbies, you said what you are into editing, video editing, photo editing, VFX, to watch movies, web series, and what else? You listen to music. What kind of music do you listen to? Only what is your favorite song? Okay. And what kind of editing tools do you use? Okay. What is the other one you said? Watching web series and movies. So what was the latest movie or web series you watched?
Latest movie I watched is
So what was Durandar about? Indian spy in Pakistan. So what was it?
Pakistan planning for that.
Okay. So what was the first scene in the movie? Where was the flight? Hijack. Okay. second terror attack they showed in Bombay. First was the Kandahar flight hijack, then they had the parliament attack. And then then they had the 26th attack. Three attacks. Okay, so thank you. Okay, so this is how we will be drilling questions one after the other. So you should have your answers ready. So whatever is there on your resume and whatever you speak is very important, right? So when you say something, I am into this and I am doing this, I will drill you more questions. Okay, somewhere you might falter. Where he faltered was on his project question. He doesn't know whether he used primary or secondary data. Right? So that if you have done a contributor in the project, that is one basic thing. You should know what data set you are using to do the project. So what is the difference between primary and secondary data? Right. So primary is you go and collect it from direct source. That would be the Memora, for his example, the Momo trucks customers, right? Directly collect the data from the customers, and secondary would be you collect it from a third party source. That could be any website, right? But I don't think you will get any secondary data from Momo truck on any website. Okay, so that is how we will be questioning. Right now, to come to the next topic, that is the good versus bad answer, right? Okay, so in good versus bad answers, okay, challenge question responses, okay, good, and then you have technical project explanation, answer, length and clarity, attitude towards unexpected questions, okay? Right, so whatever question that we ask you as a hiring manager, you need to make sure you don't answer in one word. Neither you give me a big essay of 500 words, I don't want that much, I don't have that much time. Okay. Keep it short, crisp, to the point, but enough that you give me all the information within that. Okay. The length of the answer and how clearly you speak is very important. Okay. Fine. And the attitude towards unexpected questions. So I can ask you anything, right? So I was asking him a couple of questions. Whatever he said about himself, based on that. And there will be certain things on your resume also. I can ask questions from there as well, right? Or else, since if you apply in NIQ, I will ask you questions on data analytics. I'll ask you questions on market research. Okay. And it could be anything about it, because these are basic things that you will be already studying in your regular course itself. Okay. So the unexpected questions, how you answer, how you tackle is very important, right? So every question we might not be well prepared. There will be something out of the box as well. Okay. And technical project explanation. See, that's one example. Okay, he explained this project well, but then there was one major point that he missed was he doesn't know exactly. He was very unsure about which data sets he used. So before you go for an interview, you have to be well prepared about everything that you have done. Okay. So you should know, okay, this is what I did in my project, this is how much information I need to give, and how much information I need to hold. Okay, so learn one thing about interviews. Interview is driven by the candidate, not by the interviewer. So what I speak as a candidate is what I will get questioned on. If I don't speak something, I won't get questioned on. Right? So it is important you highlight the points that you are very good at, okay, and speak about that rather than hiding those points and talking unnecessary things that is not even required. Okay, thank you. Move on. Right, okay. This is something very, very important for all of you. Your body language and your professional behavior. Okay, so how confident your postures, your gestures, it is very important. Okay, effective eye contact. Okay, smiling, a confident smile when you enter. Hi, good morning, sir. And how you greet, how you speak. Okay, how you are dressed, how you carry yourself, everything is important. Right? So how next one is professional greeting and etiquette. Okay, active listening and avoiding nervous habits. Okay. So active listening. So listen to what is being asked to you, understand the question, then only answer. Right? Don't get. I see some people when they're nervous, their hands will be shaking. Okay. Or they'll be fidgeting with their fingers. Okay. Or they'll be like rubbing their hands, or they'll be sitting like this. Don't do that. Sit comfortably. Okay. Straight. Be confident. Your body language should speak, like you should ooze confidence when you enter the room for your interview. Okay, so that's how it should be. Okay, don't be like very nervous. Okay, mostly some of the girls they get down already they are bored. Okay, but see that's how you can't be. And don't think that once you enter the room, people start monitoring you. When you come for the interview, you will have group discussion around HR around and all that as well, right? They'll ask you to sit outside for some time. And that's when they keep monitoring you how you behave during that period of time when nothing is being done. No one is asking you any question. No one is telling you anything. They just ask you to wait outside for some time. We'll call you, right? And you wait. Either you wait, sit very confidently and excited about the opportunity that you're getting to give the interview. Okay, so that means they will see, okay, this guy is confident, this person is confident, or else someone can know what to do, tap your feet, start listening to songs. That's it. Okay. So all these are red flags. They will identify these things first thing itself. So when your resume comes in, HR itself will tell me, watch out for this person, watch out for that person. This is what we noticed. Okay. And then we will proceed with the interview accordingly. Fine? Okay, thanks. Right. So, common mistakes that freshers make, okay? One is over-explaining answers, okay? Then shifting the blame, okay? A lot of times when I ask about your projects, I get answers like, yeah, it was a group project where I only did everything and my partners were not even there, they were not there, this thing, that, I did. That's very wrong. Even at work, there will be circumstances where you will be assigned a task as a group or as a team, but most of the time, some people might not execute that task. It will all end up on you. If you take the ownership and execute it and still give the credit to your team, that makes you a good team player. Okay? You will do it one time, you will do it two times, third time automatically your team will start following you and supporting you. Because it will hit their ego also. Okay? If you start blaming, okay, this person didn't do, I only did everything. I only did this, I only went and got the data. I only handled the entire project by myself. Then it's wrong. Don't do that. Don't blame your team members. Even if they didn't do, it's okay. It's fine. Right? Put the answer in a way which is positive, right? Which includes you as the person leading the project, but you were able to include them in some way or the other. Even if they have done 1% of the work, give them that credit. Okay? So that speaks volume of you as of your character as well. Okay? Then lack of authenticity. Right? So a lot of you memorize answers. I have seen a lot of candidates who memorize and mug up answers. They'll open their mouth and I know it's a chat GPT answer, or they've gone and seen some YouTube video, and there are ample of videos nowadays to refer. That is just a reference for you. That's how the answer should be structured. That doesn't mean that you exactly copy paste it. Okay? I have been recruiting for 7 years. Okay, at least in NIQ alone, I have been recruiting for 3 years, and in 3 years, I would have at least taken interview for more than 100 plus candidates. Okay, I'm talking about personal interview, one-to-one. Okay, group discussions, it will be even higher. In that 100, at least 50% of the people will be mugging their answer and coming. And the moment they open their mouth, we know it's a chat GPT or a Google answer, and it's gone. Okay. then you have low energy and poor engagement. Some people are very low on energy. It's like, or weary ways. It's like that they're as good as dead. Simply they comes, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. One word answers, no energy at all. I can't even hear. Okay, you need to be loud enough. You need to be clear enough. Okay, communicate well. Okay, be confident in what you're saying. That's very very important. Okay, and be original with your answers. Doesn't matter even if your English is not up to the mark. Of course, you can work on that, and it's something that you should work on because that's what we will be using. Okay. No harm in speaking in Tamil, that's fine, but that's outside. On the floor, you will be communicating with your clients, with your peers, with your managers, in English only. No one is going to speak in Tamil. Right? Okay. Next one. Okay, college versus corporate mindset. Okay. Okay, I'll run fast. I think it's almost done. Almost done. Yeah. So college and corporate mindset. Okay. So college and corporate is not same, but at the same time it's not very different as well. Okay. So again, shift from structured guidance. Okay, here you have ma'am, Danny sir, all supporting you guys, telling you what's to be done. Is it book for you to move back? It's okay. Okay, so in corporate, you will not have a Danny sir or Sasikala ma'am coming and supporting you guys and telling you what do like this, study this. These are the important questions. We will give you your training. Either you learn or you don't learn. If you don't learn, you don't perform, you are out of the company. Simple as that. You learn, you perform, you stay in the company. That's it. There is no spoon feeding over there. No one is going to hold your hand and tell you, okay, do like this, do like that. Right? Focus on impact over grades. Okay, so your marks doesn't matter to the company, let me tell you. And that doesn't mean please don't stop studying and get good marks. Please do. That is important if you are planning for higher education. Definitely have good marks will come in handy. Okay, because I have seen people with 9 GPA answering rubbish, and someone with 6 GPA answering much better than that person and getting selected. That's how it is. Okay, so focus on your marks definitely, but at the same time build your character as well. Okay, it's very important. Right, and independent problem solving. Okay, so problem solving has to come from you. Okay, you can reach out for help to your seniors and ask them like how we should go about things. Take their guidance, but take the ownership and execute it. Okay, and professional communication and feedback. Okay, learn to communicate professionally. The professional jargons, the words we use in corporate culture is very important, and how to give proper feedback. Don't put it in chat GPT or go pilot copy paste. I get it from my team as well. A lot of people do when the annual reviews come, and I reject it backstage and that please give me original feedback. Okay. Next one. Right. This is something very important for you guys. Okay. Handling I don't know question. Okay. Respond with honesty. If you don't know something, tell I don't know. Okay. But I'm willing to learn, and I'm willing to learn this and use this to solve the problem, whatever the problem is, and show you that you're curious and you're adaptable. Okay, that is what we need to know. Are you adaptable? Can you learn? Are you open for learning? Okay, these are the things that we will see if you ask you certain questions. So today, if I ask you, do you know data analytics? I'm sure most of you might not be knowing. Few of you, if you are doing a course, you might know what is data analytics, right? But at least you can say, sorry, yes, I do not know, but then I'm willing to learn and I'm open for learning an opportunity. You've given the opportunity, I will learn. Okay. So be open about it and be honest about it. Don't lie. Never lie in an interview. That's a very, very big red flag. Okay, next one. Like HR rounds and all, they just want to see your communication. I'll just run through it. I'll tell you how. They just want to see your communication, how you fit into the culture, so your body language and all. They will just check that. That's it. Okay. and how stable will you be in your career. Okay, most of you like, yes, I will be there for 3 years, 5 years. I'm sure you are not going to be there. I also know it, you also know it. Okay, especially people who are from tech background, but definitely not. The moment they get a tech role, they move on. Okay, but BBA students, BCom students, at least the job options are lesser for you guys, and that makes you more in demand, because these kind of jobs where I'm working or in TCS, BPO and all sector, that is where you guys stick around for a longer period of time, because that's the best option for you and you can grow faster as well. Okay. So this is something you should, I already told you guys, please practice among yourselves. Okay, that is very important. You can ask your professors also to maybe post something like that and have a separate session that will help you to understand where you stand and get proper feedback and how you can do better in your communication and your interviews. Okay, so that is something you guys need to practice and do it on a daily basis, and pick someone you don't talk to in class. Okay, next. So these are something I don't have to tell you guys also, because you are learning it on a daily basis, right? So communication, professional behavior, also the thing, continuous learning. These are 4 things that you have to work on as you start working in any corporate, wherever you go. Okay. And this is also very important for you guys. Okay, before you go for any interview, please do thorough research about the role. What role you are joining for? What is it about? What the job demands from you? Okay. What kind of questions that you should prepare yourself for? Okay. What are the documents that you are carrying? Okay. And what are the information that you have provided in your resume as well? Right. And your appearance and your etiquette. So practice it, learn it, be well prepared before you go. Don't just arrive. Until unless you're very brilliant and you're very confident that you can pick up and talk anything at any point of time, that's good. Or that's very good. You can do so, but then okay. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can please raise your hands and ask. Okay. I hope you guys learned something from this session. I didn't want to make it a theory session for you guys. I wanted to have it more interactive, but we won't have that much time. But that's all right. But maybe next time. But if you have any questions, you can please raise your hand and ask. Anything else you want to know about interviews or about corporate culture that you have a question about? It could be anything.
So what is the difference between skill and learning from the academic? What we learn from academics and how it impact the corporate?
Okay, so how do I put this? So what you learn in your academics is just to give you a structure on how you can apply your skill sets in a real life scenario. So you need, that is just the basics. What is being taught to you in your college is just a basic, just to give you a foundation that this is the approach that you need to take to solve certain situations. Okay, and skills is what you develop with experience. Okay, you will come across multiple scenarios when you are working in a corporate culture, where you will handle certain scenarios, and with that you will learn, okay, this scenario needs to be handled like this, and this is what works best, and that give you that will give you that skill set. So next time someone else or you again face the similar scenario, you already know what's to be done. You will not go and refer principles of management textbooks to search what's to be done. Okay, so that is just a base for you to know how business works and what are the ethics and how it should be done. But skills is something that you develop with practice, with experience, and with different scenarios. So when you get into a job, now get yourself involved in as many things as possible. Even if it is cultural events or sports events, whatever, corporates have it, we have it. Okay, and get yourself what will do is it will help you because you will be collaborating across projects, right? Not only within your team, but across other projects as well. And they will have certain scenarios, you will have certain scenarios, you will come to know about that. You might give your advice that could help them, they might give you advice that could help you, right? So you need to be open for advice and gaining skills from anywhere and any place possible.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else? No? Good? Understood? Okay. So hopefully at least speak during your interviews. Don't be silent. That's where we need to speak. That's your interview. It's very important. It's how we will place you. Okay? And how you guys get placed. Okay? All the best, guys. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you for that insightful and motivating session. Your practical guidance and real-world experiences have truly helped us understand how to participate ourselves confidently for placements. Now I request everyone to scan the QR code to fill out the feedback form and receive the e-participate certificate. Gratitude turns a program into a memory. I now invite Ms. Divya Dashni from First PBA to deliver the vote of thanks.
A pleasant morning to everyone. As we came to the end of the insightful session, it is my proud privilege to propose the vote of thanks. First and foremost, I express our senior gratitude to our esteemed alumnus, Mr. Adik Patrick Badia, Operation Manager, Reference Data Team, for sharing valuable experience and guiding us on placement learning. My sincere appreciation to our respected faculty members and management for the constant encouragement and guidance in organizing such meaningful programs. I extend special thanks to Mr. Kamal, Mr. Jason, Mr. Nanda, Mr. Suresh, and Mr. Gokul for technical and media support. I also thank the organizing team, Memora Faculty Coordinator, Dr. Palim Germania X, the student coordinator, Mr. Harshad Mohammed R, and Ms. Mahalakshmi, volunteers, and every individual who worked behind the scenes to make this workshop a success. Finally, a big thank you to all the participants for your active involvement and enthusiasm. Let us carry forward the lesson we learned today and strive to build a more respectful and inclusive society. Thank you.
Thank you for expressing our gratitude so beautifully. Closing, with this we come to the end of today's session. Finally, this is Jasmitros, your MC for the day, signing off. Thank you all for your presence and participation. Have a great day ahead.
I request everyone to be seated.